What's up, y'all? Calm down. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Wrap-Up for the National Nasty Fantasy Football League. What's going on, y'all? Where you at? Yo, that's what I've got to say about it anyway. Oh, there it goes. I'm wondering if y'all was going to diss me on together like that. Y'all going to diss on together. Yo, this week we had a great week, man. A great week in Nasty Football League. We had a rivalry game kickoff. We got a new King of the Hill, and we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about, a whole lot going on. So y'all want to get into it? Let's go ahead and get into it and see what week 2 brought for you. All right, I want y'all to welcome y'all to the Nasty Football League Week 2 wrap-up. First and foremost, the Pasadena Rose Busters. That's right, I said it. Rose Busters. The Pasadena Rose Busters led all scores in a shootout that took down the Battleground Earth 300 to 255. We don't like those guys. We don't like those dudes, man. Yo, check this out. This is the first time this season the team has scored at least 255 points and not picked up a win. BGE falls to 0-2 while the surprising Rose Busters are undefeated and flexing the highest points per game average. Aaron Rodgers put up the highest point total of the week, posting just under 100 points in a losing effort for BGE. In week 2, we had one game of the week. The week 2's game of the week was Miles' crew over Tokyo Terror Attackers. Yeah, we hate those guys too. Yeah, those guys suck. They suck. We don't like those guys. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, anyway, they were led by Phillip Rivers, who logged the second highest score by a player this week. Miles' crew took a lead on Sunday afternoon and never looked back. This win was revenge for a loss to Tokyo in their last meeting a season ago. Miles' crew now moves into 5th place, while Tokyo drops to 7th. The league's biggest loser this week. Wait a minute. We got something for that. Now it's time for the week's biggest loser. One more time. The biggest loser. One more time. The biggest loser. I like that. This week's biggest loser is defending champ Balls Deep. Yeah, we don't like this guy. We don't like this guy. Yeah, they suck. Anyway, the funny thing is, had he scored 4 more points, the biggest loser would have been his opponent. Tighten up. Yeah, let's hear for Tighten Up, y'all. Nasty football. We don't like anybody. Nasty football league. We don't like anybody here. What a tough crowd. That's right. Tighten Up had the good fortune to play the only team in the league that didn't outscore him. Works that way sometimes, and it worked out for Tighten Up. This clash of the Titans turned out to be a 176 to 173 dud muffin. Yeah, they suck. That's right. They suck eggs. Who cares? The Mighty Funk Mob put up the second highest point total this week, taking down the Old School Hit Squad. What do you think about the Mighty Funk Mob, folks? The Mighty Funk Mob? Yeah. Oh, we like that. How about their opponent, though? How about those guys they played, the Old School Hit Squad? You know, those we don't like those guys. No, they suck. Yeah, forget about those guys. Anyway, Funk Mob put up the second highest point total this week, taking down Old School Hit Squad 269 to 243 in a seesaw matchup. The self-proclaimed GM of the year is now 0-2. You better make a run soon, Will, or this could get ugly. A rally on Monday Night Football wasn't enough for Watts Raiders as Dubuque All-Stars got the 252 to 230 victory. Yeah, no, we don't like those guys. Forget about those guys. Yeah, forget about those. Get off the stage. Yeah. The late March efforts were impressive but unfulfilling for Watts Raiders. The outcome could have been worse, though, as Dubuque All-Stars started Gerald McCoy, who scored 0 points. In other words, he laid a goose egg. Yeah! Anyway, that wasn't funny. I don't even know why they laughed at that. But thankfully, Peyton Manning picked up the slack for the boot. The Boot All-Stars shifts into 6th place while Watts Raiders drops to 9th. Show Nuff. Y'all know Show Nuff, right? Y'all like Show Nuff? Yeah, no, of course not. Don't like those guys. We hate those guys. Yeah, get Show Nuff. Anyway, they benefited from 69 points from Detroit Lions quarterback Matt Stafford and 26 points from running back Andre Ellington, taking down General Zod 201 to 186. Damn! Yeah, we hate that. Oh, man, this win comes as revenge for Show Nuff following a difficult postseason defeat last year to General Zod. Giovanni Bernard led General Zod with 54 points, but it was not enough. Both teams had 2 starters that turned in goose eggs, so they obviously don't know what the hell they're doing in the first place. Why are they even in this league? However, now Show Nuff moves into 2nd place behind the Rosebusters, but who cares because we hate those guys, right? Yeah! Sucker Bills, we don't like those guys. He's got a lot of mouth, but it is evident he doesn't have the game to back it up. That's right. I'm referring to the In Your Mouth Brigade because they are on their way to being the doormat of the league again. Yeah, they're a laughing stock. That's right. With an eye-opening production from Bob Rainey, proving decisive, Zephyr Knight snatched the win from In Your Mouth Brigade 229 to 192. Rainey tallied 47 points to exceed projections by 42. Wow, they were only expected to do 5. He was only expected to do 5, carrying the Knights to a 37-point win. The undefeated Knights move into 4th place, while In Your Mouth Brigade winds up 2nd to last. But he likes it in the cellar. He likes it down there. It stays cool down there. And that's my show for today, folks. It's time to go. No. Okay, all right, okay, wait a minute. Okay, that's right. All right, calm down. Okay. Let's do this. We've got our Week 3 key matchups. Games to watch in Week 3 starts off with a good matchup between the number 9 Watts Raiders at home against number 10 General Zod. Historically, Watts Raiders are 5-1 against General Zod, including a 1-0 record last season. Early projections have Watts Raiders coming out on top, but it is very, very early. The week's only rivalry game will be going down between number 8 Mighty Funk Mob on the road against number 2 Show Nuff. Coach George Clinton said to the press, since no one else will whoop that Show Nuff's ass, I guess I will have to go out and do it myself. Show him how it's done. 2 of the best fantasy wide receivers go head-to-head in this battle as Calvin Johnson faces Julio Jones. Mighty Funk Mob went 1-1 against Show Nuff last season, and it is on like Donkey Kong again, as initial projections have this one as a toss-up with just a one point separating the two in favor of the Mighty Funk Mob. Week 3 game of the week. Wait a minute. Week 3 what?
Game of the week.
Yes, the Week 3 game of the week features a face-off between 2 of the 4 remaining undefeated teams is number 1 Pasadena Rose Ballers takes on number 3 Tighten Up in Port Arthur, Texas, home of the mighty Tighten Ups. Pasadena is out for revenge after Tighten Up beat them in their only meeting in week 3 a year ago. The initial projections have Pasadena Rose Ballers victorious by 18 points, but the crowd says, that's right, who cares? Nobody likes those guys anyway. Nobody likes those guys. So anyway, that's my show, guys. I want to thank y'all for listening. I do really want to thank you guys for listening, man. Let's go ahead and get the outro music going here. That's right. All right. Yo, that's it for the show, man. I want to thank y'all for listening. Listen in for next week for the week 3 roundup. Have fun, pay attention, and remember.